Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Mike Podcast. I'm Mike, and today I have a very special story for you. It is a long story about friendship, kindness, and saying goodbye. Please find a comfortable place, relax, and listen carefully. The dog named Lucky. It started on a Sunday afternoon in October. The weather was a little cold, but the sky was blue. I decided to go for a walk in the big park near my house. I wanted to get some fresh air. I walked for about 30 minutes. I listened to my favorite music and looked at the orange and yellow trees. Suddenly, I saw something under a bench. At first, I thought it was an old bag or a coat, but then it moved. I stopped the music and walked closer. It was a dog. It was a very small dog with long ears. He looked very dirty and very sad. He was shaking because he was cold. I looked for a collar, but the dog did not have one. I looked around the park. "Hello, is this your dog?" I asked loudly, but the park was empty. There were no people. The dog looked at me with big brown eyes. He licked my hand. I gave him some water from my bottle, and he drank it very fast. I knew I couldn't leave him there. It was getting dark and cold. So I took off my jacket and wrapped the dog in it. I picked him up. He was very light. I carried him to my car and drove home. When we arrived at my apartment, the dog was very scared. He stayed in the corner of the kitchen. I understood him. Everything was new for him. First, I gave him some food. I did not have dog food, so I gave him some chicken and rice. He ate everything in 1 minute. He was very hungry. Then I decided to wash him. He was very dirty. I used warm water and shampoo. He didn't like the bath, but he was a good boy. When he was dry, I saw his real color. He was white with black spots. He was beautiful. That night, I made a bed for him on the floor with some old blankets. But later in the night, I heard a noise. I woke up and felt something warm on my feet. The dog was in my bed. I was too tired to move him, so we slept together. The next morning, I decided to give him a name. I called him Lucky because he was lucky I found him. For the next 2 weeks, Lucky lived with me. My life changed completely. Before Lucky, my apartment was quiet. Now it was full of life. On Monday, I went to the pet shop. I bought a leash, a red collar, a soft bed, and lots of toys. I also bought good dog food. Lucky loved the toys. His favorite toy was a small rubber duck. He carried it everywhere. We had a routine. Every morning at 7 a.m., Lucky jumped on my bed to wake me up. We went for a walk before work. I work from home, so Lucky sat under my desk while I worked on my computer. Sometimes he put his head on my feet. It was very cute. In the evenings, we went to the park again. We played with a ball. Lucky was fast and funny. Other people in the park liked him. "What a cute dog," they said. I felt proud. I started to think, maybe I should keep him. Maybe he is my dog now. I really loved him. I talked to him when I cooked dinner. We watched TV together on the sofa. I wasn't lonely anymore. But I knew I had to do the right thing. Maybe Lucky had a family. Maybe a child was crying for him. So on the second day, I took a photo of Lucky. I printed 50 posters. The posters said, Found dog, white with black spots, found in the park. Please call Mike. I put the posters on trees, in the supermarket, and at the bus stop. I also posted the photo on Facebook and Instagram. Every time my phone rang, I was nervous. 1 day passed, no calls. 3 days passed, no calls. 1 week passed, still no calls. After 10 days, I thought, okay, nobody is looking for him. He is definitely my dog. I was happy about this. I planned to take him to the vet to get a microchip with my name. It was exactly 2 weeks after I found Lucky. It was a Sunday evening. Lucky and I were sleeping on the sofa. Suddenly, my phone rang. It was a number I didn't know. I answered, "Hello?" A woman's voice spoke. She sounded very nervous. "Hello, my name is Sarah. I saw a poster at the supermarket about a dog." My heart stopped. I looked at Lucky. He was sleeping peacefully. "Yes," I said, "I found a dog. Is he white with black spots? Does he have a black ear?" she asked. "Yes," I said quietly, "he has a black ear." The woman started to cry. "Oh, thank God! That is Toby. His name is Toby. We lost him 2 weeks ago. My daughter is heartbroken. We looked everywhere." She was so happy. I was happy for her, but I felt a terrible pain in my chest. I had to give him back. "You can come to my house," I said. I gave her my address. 1 hour later, a car stopped outside my building. A woman, a man, and a little girl got out. I opened the door. Lucky, or Toby, was standing next to me. When the little girl opened the door, she shouted, "Toby!" The dog went crazy. He barked, wagged his tail, and ran to the girl. He jumped on her and licked her face. The girl was crying and laughing at the same time. The dog was so happy to see them. It was clear this was his family. The woman, Sarah, looked at me. "Thank you so much," she said. "You saved him." "He's a good dog," I said. My voice was a little sad. I gave them his leash, his food, and his favorite toy, the rubber duck. "He likes this toy," I told the girl. They left. I watched the car drive away. I went back into my apartment. It was very quiet. The dog bed was empty. The bowls in the kitchen were empty. I sat on the sofa. I felt sad because I missed my friend, but I also felt good. I saved a life, and I made a little girl happy. And I knew that for 2 weeks, Lucky was happy with me. Maybe in the future, I will get my own dog, but I will never forget Lucky. Thank you for listening to English Mike Podcast. I hope this story touched your heart. See you next time.